This is 5 on your side at 10.
We have some breaking news right now. Police are on the scene of a deadly crash in St. Louis. We know that this is at Delmar and Pendleton, and it happened just within the last hour. Our Brent Solomon just arrived on the scene. He joins us live with an update for us tonight. Brent?
Hey there, Michelle. We're working to gather some new details for you right now. Let me go ahead and move out of the picture, give you a live look of what we're seeing as we see it. Multiple people, again, I can confirm, have been sent to the hospital. At one point, authorities told us they were working to get yet another victim out of that car and into the hospital. Again, this is at Delmar and Pendleton, and if you're familiar with this area, it's directly in front of the Galilee Baptist Church. As we approached the scene this evening, we wanted to get to it as quickly as we could to give you these live images. We saw even more authorities on the way to the scene. Again, they'll have to figure out exactly what led to this crash and who could be responsible. Again, St. Louis Fire Department on scene, as well as the police department. Multiple people have been rushed to the hospital following an accident here on this very scene this evening. Of course, this information is just coming in right now, so we're working to confirm many more details for you, including exactly how many people are involved and the extent of the injuries that we're still learning about. So this is a developing story. We're all over it. Stay with 5. We'll give you more details just as soon as we get them. But for now, that is the very latest from St. Louis, where we're live tonight. Brent Solomon, 5 on your side.
All right, thanks so much, Brent. Of course, we'll check in if we need to, but a very active scene again tonight at Delmar and Pendleton. In the meantime, for the first time, we are hearing from a relative and coworker of an innocent driver killed by a person fleeing from police. St. Louis police are still investigating that deadly crash tonight. It happened 2 days ago near River City Casino. Now, in an interview you will see only here tonight, one of the man's family members is sharing his pain with our Robert Townsend.
He was good to everybody. He was a great guy, great leader.
That's how Brian Rhodes remembers Derek Pratt. Rhodes is a project manager at Joseph Ward Painting Company in Brentwood. Pratt worked as a painter for the business for 22 years. The two buddies' wives are cousins.
Taught me a lot about life, a lot of lessons, a lot of tricks of the trade, I guess. If somebody called him for a favor, needed something, Derek would be there.
But now,
emotions are tough, hard to check. I can't believe it.
No one at the close-knit family-owned business can believe one of their most popular painters is suddenly gone.
It's kind of been eating me up.
Relatives say Wednesday afternoon, Derek was heading to a painting job. Within moments, police say 2 people in a red sedan fled from St. Louis County Police and crashed into Pratt's pickup.
Innocent, going on his daily routine.
Pratt's truck ended up in a tree near South Broadway in River City Casino Boulevard. The 45-year-old husband and father of 3 adult kids was killed instantly.
There's not one person here that's not hurting right now. I'm so mad.
And he fights back tears. He last talked to Derek on his cell phone earlier that morning.
I'm still looking through the texts, the conversation we had that day. I want to call him and talk to him still. It's hard to bear. I can't believe it. It's not right, it's not fair.
At last report, police told us the 2 suspects are still in the hospital and no charges have been filed against anyone at this time.
I think they should go away forever. They took my brother's life.
Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
The world's missing out on a great person.
A spokesperson for St. Louis County Police say officers were not chasing the suspects at the time of the deadly crash. They were conducting a drug investigation when the red car sped off. Tonight, a worker is in the hospital after falling from a construction site in downtown St. Louis. This was at a site near Olive and 20th this afternoon. We called the construction site safety manager, who tells us the worker fell from the 2nd story while operating a scissor lift. We're also told he went to the hospital and is being treated for his injuries. He is expected to survive. Tonight, police are ramping up security in downtown St. Louis while thousands of people attend tonight's Blues game. Recently, there have been more car break-ins at lots in and around the stadium and in St. Louis as a whole. Police tell us they have extra officers and cameras in the area. They also ask anyone who does come downtown to keep valuables out of sight or at home altogether. Tonight, a new state budget is on Missouri Governor Mike Parson's desk. Lawmakers passed the $48 billion budget this afternoon. It includes enough money to fully pay for public school bus costs. It would also increase teacher pay to at least $38,000 a year, and it pays for Medicaid expansion. Well, imagine someone being able to steal your house and property and for the most part get away with it. Mortgage fraud is happening in St. Louis County, but I discovered there is one free, simple step that you can take to protect yourself.
What if we told you you could save your home from being stolen with just a few clicks online?
My name is Erica Savage, and I am the Acting Director of Revenue for St. Louis County Government.
Meet Erica. She runs the money for St. Louis County, but she's trying to save yours as people are actually victims of stolen homes.
What is happening is you have scammers who may go through the obituary and see who's passed away, and they can come in and they can search those deeds and to see if there's a lien on them or if there's a mortgage. If the property is free and clear, we have had them come in and retitle it.
In fact, in January, a man in St. Louis was sentenced to nearly 3.5 years in federal prison for his role in fraud. The Department of Justice reported that he was part of 3 properties being stolen, targeting a dead person and leaving at least one other homeless.
So they bring in fraudulent documents, of course, and present them to the Recorder of Deeds office, and we record them. So the ownership of the property then moves from the rightful owner to the scammer.
How do they get their property back?
They have to actually hire an attorney and go through a legal process.
Wow.
So now the county is trying to give one added layer of protection for free on the county's website.
It is the Property Fraud Alert System. And what that is it's a 30-second, it's really, really simple, really easy for a property owner to sign up for. And this is the kiosk. You put your name in and you click, and that's it, and you're done.
That way, if someone does try to retitle your property, you'll get an alert. You still have to respond quickly, but at least it buys you some time.
This is the first step, a very, very important step.
So much to uncover there, but now is also a reminder to make sure that your property is properly titled. Another step in ensuring that you keep your house in something like this. If you would like to learn more, you can text the word property to 314-425-5355 and we will send you that link from the county. Well, listen up. If you have tickets for the St. Louis Symphony Orchestra this weekend, shows are canceled because of breakthrough COVID cases in the orchestra. The Symphony says the world premiere of Natalie Joachim's Family will be rescheduled. So if you want a refund, you can call the box office.
Well, Michelle, our ground is saturated and we've had a lot of rain, 1 to 3 inches the past couple of days here. We are finally starting to see the showers really tapering off. It's going to be a nice dry week ahead and much warmer. In fact, record heat. I'll tell you when coming up.
I'm Brent Solomon on the scene of that breaking news that we want to get you to right here behind me as I step outside of the picture. We're on Delmar and Pendleton in St. Louis, and this is where authorities are working a multi-vehicle accident that we can confirm is fatal. What we can't tell at this time is how many people have lost their lives in this multi-car accident. The word about this crash coming in around 9:30 tonight. As you see right now, this is the scene shortly after 10:10 tonight. Authorities working to figure out, number one, how did this happen? Number two, how many lives can they save? And that is the sad reality tonight because multiple people had to be rushed to the hospital. At this time, we see at least 2 vehicles on the scene and signs that authorities had to cut their way inside of at least one of those cars to get people out. I spoke with someone on the scene not too long ago who tells me perhaps one of the most disheartening parts about this is that she observed a child right here on the scene involved in this accident, one of the victims. Again, we cannot tell you with certainty at this hour how many people have lost their lives. We can only confirm that this is a fatal accident. Stay with us as we work to learn more. We'll send it back to you, Michelle.
All right, thanks so much, Brent. Hate to see all this happening tonight. Of course, a very active and developing scene there. In the meantime, Jim, tell us what we can expect for this weekend. We've got a lot of big changes on the way.
Well, yeah, and in weather-wise, some really good changes, Michelle, because, you know, river flood warnings continue, mainly minor river flooding, but boy, they are widespread. And of course, what we're looking at in terms of rainfall, well, we've had 1 to as much as 3 inches of rain over the past, really, several days here. All right, so forecast headlines: creeks, rivers, streams are running high. Showers are finally coming to an end, and then tomorrow is sunny. So it's going to be much warmer, too, about 72 in St. Louis. Right now, the low clouds continue, and a little bit of fog wouldn't be surprised because we have such a saturated ground out there. 2,600, so a quarter of an inch of rain on top of that record rainfall yesterday at Lambert. 57 for that high today. That's it. 74 is the average. And right now on the Doppler weather radar, just a few showers still coming down from Greene County, Illinois, Macoupin County, and right into the metro. So they're not completely over with yet. But as we go through the night, those showers and the areas of drizzle will end. That low pressure, boy, it's slow. It's moving on to the east. A lot of severe weather out in front of that tonight. And the tornado watches finally are coming to an end right around the Carolinas and Virginia, all the way down into Florida. So there it is. It is clear. It's sunny tomorrow morning and most of the day very sunny. In fact, we're expecting total sunshine. Then by Sunday, clouds on the increase, and there's a little disturbance up to the north, maybe a spot shower or storm north of, it looks like, Pike County. So we'll keep our eyes on that, but it does get pretty close. So Mother's Day weekend, this is what it looks like Saturday. Lots of sunshine, 72. And Sunday is Mother's Day, so 77 for that high. And look how hot it gets as we head into next week. So the record highs are in the low 90s Tuesday and Wednesday. In fact, a little bit above is what we're expecting. So we could break a couple of records. But that 10-day forecast is showing 70s the next couple of days. If you don't like the heat, you're not going to love next week. Sure. Yeah, but at least we're dry. The farmers can get in their corn, hopefully, after the ground dries out.
All right. Thanks so much, Jim. That's it for 5 on Your Side at 10. Time for 5 on Your Sideline with Hannah and Corey.